I'm from Chicago, but I'm here in Dallas, and I'm here to give you an exciting opportunity to take a look at what I believe is no longer the best kept secret in the industry. It is going viral. One of the reasons why it's going viral is because there's people like the Power of Two team, and there's people like Michael and Jennifer who go above and beyond the call as leaders and truly devote their time to helping their team out. And I'd love to bring on Jennifer Merrill, who is just rocking and rolling with this opportunity, to share a little bit more about what's been happening and what's been happening. Miss Jen, while I was flying,
hey, Billy,
while I'm here in
Dallas.
How are you? Fantastic.
Oh man, I am so pumped up today. We are watching people making hundreds to thousands of dollars per day and all in one swoop. It is so incredible to watch somebody that is from Malaysia while he's in bed sleeping. I got to message him and say, hey, by the way, buddy, you just made $300, and Rocket Cash Cycler just made $1,000. And watching two other people that just joined our team within 10 days ago, and they're at the top of a board in a position to make their money back, from this opportunity and on their way to making thousands of dollars. I could not be more excited about this. I'm seeing families change, and they're transforming, and I was in just a short period of time ago. In January, I was sitting on a road that was horrible. It was in a house that was horrible, and it was not safe for my children. Michael and I were out of work. I am a full-time college student, and looking at two toddlers going, guys, I don't know what to tell you, but I can't buy you toys. Guys, I don't know what to tell you, but in 2 weeks we may not have a home to live in. And then on Valentine's Day, my son put himself in a situation at 7 o'clock in the morning where he was 5 seconds away from being hit by a car. And I saved him 5 seconds before that. And luckily, 2 weeks before that, I had met Billy. And Michael and Billy had a nice conversation. When after that conversation, we hit the road running, and we've never looked back. And 2 weeks after my son almost became a memory to us, we moved into this nicer place. It's $600 more a month than we were paying in a place that we were getting evicted from. $600 more a month, and I'm paying my bills on time. And I haven't gotten a job. I'm still a full-time college student. I'm still a mother of two toddlers. The only difference that is in my life is this opportunity and this team. That is it. I am never going to turn my back on this. I am never turning my back on my team. I'm going full bore, full steam ahead with this thing. And with leaders like Billy Funk, who just literally wraps his arms around his team, what do you need? 4 o'clock in the morning, this guy is still working for his team. Michael Castiglione, I couldn't ask for anybody better to, help on the phone. I'm not a phone girl. I like typing, and I like techie, and I like processing people. But I've done it. I've gotten on the phone, but you guys can do this. It is two people, and two people can change your life with this opportunity. So with that said, Billy, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to change our lives, and so many others, like Keith Holliday, who's already made $5,300 in such a short period of time and on his way to doing it again. And so many members of the Power of Two team hitting those boards hard and making their $300 on the way to another $5,000. I am so proud of you guys for hitting that, and I'm going to give it back to you, Billy. Thank you.
Thank you, Jen. I could listen to you talk all day long. I just got the chills twice just listening to your story. And, guys, I hope you heard her lyrics. I hope you heard not just the words, though, but you heard the music behind it, because that's a person that's got passion. That's a person that's got power. That's a person that's got belief. And she no longer is hopeful. She's knowful. She knows that the right opportunity is in her hands. And I got to tell you, anybody that wants to rock and roll with this, they'd be fortunate. They'd be blessed to have somebody like Jennifer Merrill helping them out, Michael Castiglione. Because the Power of Two team is one of the fastest growing teams in Rocket Cash Cycler right now, and that's a fact, Jack. And why is that? Why is Rocket Cash Cycler in and of itself growing so quickly, and why is the Power 2 team growing so quickly? Well, the Power 2 team's growing very quickly because all the leaders that they're bringing to the table are helping people out. Rocket Cash Cycler is growing very, very quickly because you've never seen anything quite like this. To have the ability to spend $315 just once, with no auto ships, no hidden fees, nothing else ever, okay, and turn that into $5,000, over and over again is very unique. It's rare. And not only is that rare, but to have this opportunity, to have it available worldwide, to have a global audience that you can reach out to is pretty cool. Now, whenever I look at an opportunity, I always look at a value proposition first. If I'm going to put money out there and I'm going to ask people to do the same thing, well, I want to see that there's got to be value back for my money. And so when I saw Rocket Cash Cycler, I said, give me the value proposition. And I said this to Kerry Johnson, my sponsor. He said, all right, here's the value proposition. It costs $315. I said, okay, well, what am I getting back? He said, you're going to get back over $2,200 in marketing tools. You're going to get lead capture tools. You're going to get an all-in-one contact management tool on Skype, the last frontier of social media, the Wild Wild West. He said, you're going to get a Skype scraper that's going to allow you to generate an unlimited amount of leads, not just for you, but for your team. And you're going to get a success library that's second to none. And I said, well, what's the catch? He said, there is no catch. That's it right there. You get $2,200 worth of value in the products and services with Rocket Cash Cycler. And if you come in and just use the tools that we have and actually use and download the success library and don't tell anybody, well, you get your money's worth. I can tell you that. If you want to tell people, well, you're going to be even more happy because we've got an extremely lucrative 2x3 to a 2x2 hybrid compensation plan that's paying out over 94.5% of the field. Not only is it paying out that type of money, but it's paying out that type of money quickly. You don't have to wait 10 days, 15 days, a month to get your money, your income that you earn. You get to withdraw that money the day that you earn it. Let's say somebody like Keith Holliday. You know, he made $2,000 not too long ago on a Wednesday. He was able to pull that $2,000 out that Wednesday. That's pretty cool. That excites me, and I hope it excites you too. But what's going to be more exciting to you is the number. At least these numbers have just blown me away. Think about this, guys. We are only 12 to 13 weeks old. We got close to 10,000 members. The company has paid out over $1.3 million to the field. Let me go through that Scooby-Doo moment where it's I'm going to backtrack really quickly. We're just over 12 weeks old. We've got just over 8,000 members. And the company's paid out over $1.3 million to the field. That's unprecedented. If we haven't broken records yet, well, we're in the top 3 and we're about to break records. Because we have members that have made anywhere from $300 over $60,000 in the last 60 days alone. And our launch date was December 18, 2012. Ground floor, you got it. The right time and the right place, it's right here. And so beyond that, guys, I want to break down this, not just the compensation plan, the tools that you get with this. Because I truly think that these tools, they're cutting edge, they're turnkey, they're hot and they're fresh. And they're what any business owner needs. Anybody that's an entrepreneur and that's looking to build a business needs traffic, needs customers, needs clients, or needs leads. And you're going to run out of leads if you continue to go to the same source. And so to have a source like the Skype scraper with the Sky Ninja product, to have that source to create leads from keyword searches. And beyond that, though, beyond that, to have the ability to send those leads and those prospects a message with one push of the button through X-Sky, well, that's pretty cool. That's where you get that turnkey, that cutting edge, and that hot and fresh target market on Skype. Now, there's over 500 million people on Skype worldwide. At any given moment, there's over 42 million people using this fantastic piece of social media. You have an opportunity to take these two tools and blow up any business that you're in. It doesn't matter if you're looking at Rocket Cash Cycler in terms of generating income. If you have a primary already that you're looking to generate leads for and leaders, these two tools are going to help you do it. How are you going to generate leaders? How are you going to develop leaders? How are you going to go out there and find leaders? Well, our success library. I know that these leaders right here, they found me. And because in the last 10 years I've plugged into them, I believe my mindset is now correct and my mission's powerful. And if you have a positive mindset and a powerful, you can market anything. But if your mindset's not positive and your mission is not positive, it's going to be pretty hard to market just about anything. And so if you're a leader and are looking to grow and develop into a bigger and better leader, there's no better way than to listen to Jim Rome, Zig Ziglar, Tony Robbins, Paul McKenna, or Dale Carnegie. And if you're somebody that's looking to help leaders become bigger and better than themselves, there's no better way than to send them of downloadable ebooks or audiobooks like Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Successful and Effective People, or Brian Tracy, or Jim Rome, or Timothy Ferriss, or Joel Osteen, talking about how to go further, faster. These guys right here, they know what they're doing. And because of that, you can soak up their wisdom with at one spot, right in your hands, the Success Library that I like to call it second to none, because I've never seen a library in any public library or private library that has an entrepreneurship section anything close to this. So why am I going through these tools? Because a lot of you are like, okay, Billy, we want to see how we can make money with this. Well, first, I want to show you, okay, that you can go out there and talk to anybody about this. I don't care if it's a friend, if it's a relative, if it's a networker that you want to reach out to, you can tell anybody, because even if they come in and just use these tools in this library, they got their money's worth. Look at it right here. We got over $2,200 worth of value in these products alone. Now, do you know where I see the true value? The true value is going out there and sharing it with other people. Because a lot of you are like, this is awesome. Can I make money with this? Is there truly an opportunity to make $5,000 in the next 30 to 60 days? Billy, or is what I've been hearing a total lie? Well, I'm going to tell you this. What you've been hearing is absolutely 100% correct. There's an opportunity behind this to share this with people and make $5,000 in the next 30 to 60 days, and to do that over and over again. How do you do that? Well, that's why I'm going to break down the compensation plan and show you how to do that. Before I do that really quickly, this is going to be confusing to you if this is your first time. Not everybody, maybe you'll get it, but I know this. It took me a couple times to take a look at this and truly understand the simplicity of this. Because I kept complicating it. Kept looking at this and going, what does that mean? That looks complicated. And I had a leader tell me, Billy, this is so simple, it's not even funny. The only thing you have to do, and the only thing you have to teach your people, is how to go out and get to people. Go out there and reach to and teach to. Turn your rocket red. How do you turn your rocket red? Go out and find 2 people and get them excited about Rocket Cash Cycler. The first step is you come in and you got a green rocket. You come in and you are on what's called an 8 line. See, this is a reverse force matrix. Normally in a force matrix, you start at the top and all your people fall below you. In a reverse force matrix, you come into the 8 line, into the bottom. And what happens is when you come into Rocket Cash Cycler, you come in and you're rocket green. That means you haven't sponsored anybody yet. Well, of course, you didn't get a chance to yet. So when you take this opportunity and truly run with it, like a Keith Holliday, like a Justin, like a Joe Montez, like a Brent Albin, like a Murray, like a Jennifer or Michael, and you want to hit this hard and make money in the next 30, 60 days, well, go find 2 people as quickly as possible. Because if you do that, you have an opportunity to actually rocket boost past people that aren't moving as fast as you are. And when you do that, well, you go to the next line. And the goal here is to get to the top. How do you get to the top? Well, you help your people turn their rocket red, and you help out this 8 line. Because every time somebody comes into that 8 line, okay, it's another member on your board that you can call as kind of like on your team. You guys are all working together with one common mission, one common purpose, to fill up those remaining spots. That's it. That's all you guys have to do. And when that happens and the board cycles, when you're at the top and you filled that up, you earned your $300 back in cash. You got a $315 e-pin, which is an electronic pin. It's essentially a ticket to come back in this opportunity and follow your sponsor and come back into another 2x3. Why is that cool? Well, it's your clone position. You're never going to have to build anybody underneath them. You're never going to have to go out there and recruit a single person for that clone spot. Your team is going to follow you and do the same thing. And so to have an opportunity to take one team, create one genealogy, and create multiple business centers by cloning that one genealogy and pull multiple streams of income from that original source, it's unique. You're not going to see that in other opportunities. And I've looked, guys, I've looked at opportunities all day long and all year long. I saw this industry and I said, I'm going to run with this. I know what I can do and I know what the people that I reach can do. And so I went and I looked at opportunities across the board. You name it, health and wellness, mobile, energy, services, products. I looked at them all. I broke down compensation plans. When I saw this, I said, this one's different. This one's pretty cool. Why? Because you get your money back when you cycle that 2x3. Not only do you get a clone position, you get a spot in a rocket 2x2. What's a rocket 2x2? Well, it's another 2x2 force matrix, okay, where you start at the bottom and you're green, and when your rocket turns red, okay, you move up. Now, this is where everybody wants to be. You want to be right there at the top of your 2x2. Why do you want to be there? Well, because when the first person comes into your 4 line, you make $1,000. When the second person comes in, you make another 1,000. When the third person comes in, you make another 1,000. And when that fourth person comes in, you just made an extra $2,000. And you get paid each one of those each and every time that happens. You don't have to wait for this whole board to fill up before you make $5,000. Let's say you're at the top of your 2x2, it's Thursday night, and on Friday, somebody comes into your 4 line. You just made $1,000. You got to wait for the other 3 spots to fill up. Nope, you can actually pull that $1,000 out exactly that day. And that's pretty cool. So you get $5,000 for filling up your 2x2, and you come back in. You get another spot coming back into the 4 line following your sponsor. So from that one original spot, you can cycle this over and over and over again. And there's people right now that are perfectly positioning themselves to make a lot of money in the next day, week, and month. And so when I look at opportunities, guys, there's got to be a great product or a great service. We've got that. We got the skyscraper. We've got the XGuy all-in-one contact management tool. We've got the success library that blows any other success library away. There's got to be a good comp plan. Here's the comp plan. It's paying out over 94.5% of the field, and it's paid out over $1.3 million to less than 10,000 reps. That's a pretty awesome comp plan. And I want an opportunity right now, after seeing what we can do in RCC, I will always look for an opportunity that's worldwide. Because why do you want to build a team worldwide? You can build a team locally, you can build a team in your state, your city, your country. That's cool, that's awesome. But to have the availability to build a team across different nations, and you know that while you sleep, your team's growing, I know this, when I wake up tomorrow, I can guarantee you there will be at least one. I'm just going to give you a guarantee of at least one person that's going to be on the team that wasn't there when I went to sleep. There's probably going to be 5. I'm just letting you know the massive momentum that's happening. You know, in a recent opportunity, I put almost 1,000 people in 100 days. If I went out there and I put 1,000 people in this, I'm going to tell you this right now. 2 are going personally direct to me. The other 998, they're going somewhere in my organization. And if you see the leaders that we're attracting, if you see the leaders that we already have working together, okay, that have that availability of going out there and attracting dozens to hundreds of people, you know this, that when they do that, a lot of those people have to fall somewhere. So if you catch my drift, I'm saying if you're not in yet, you might want to get in soon, because there's a lot of people that are taking advantage of the right place and at the right time. So what do you do next? If you're like, okay, Billy, I see what you're saying, I smell what you're cooking, how do I get started? Well, get back to the person who invited you to this call, tell them, I want to get started today, or tell them, hey, I got a couple more questions. I don't know, maybe put me on the phone with Michael or Jennifer, or that crazy guy, Billy Funk. But when you do get those questions answered, and you do see the excitement and the passion, you do feel what I am saying, and the heart that I truly believe this opportunity can help out more people than any other opportunity I've ever been involved in, okay, then you can take advantage of this positioning and timing. And you can take advantage of your financial future today and get started. But remember this, if you have questions, we're here to help. Like I was telling you in the beginning, I have never seen leaders go above and beyond the call to truly not just talk the talk, but walk the walk. To put out there, anybody, anywhere, anytime. Use and abuse me. I'm a tool. I've seen Michael do that. I've seen him do 3-way calls. I've seen him do presentations. They're doing trainings. You know, I'm in love with this opportunity, but I'm in love with the team. Because we're coming together, we each have different niches, each have different strengths and assets and resources, and we're saying, you know what, if we pull that together, how many more people can we help out? And the answer is a whole lot more. And I know this, that when I see an opportunity like this and I get running with it, well, the momentum train doesn't begin for usually around the 60-day period. And that's right now, guys. This momentum train is starting. Think of it like this. You're at the top of a mountain. You created a snowball, and you're about to just release it off the mountain. What's going to happen? The snowball is going to get bigger, faster, and stronger. Not a boulder, not a tree, not a person is going to get in its way. And I'm telling you that tonight you got invited to this call, not when that snowball is halfway down the mountain, not when that snowball is even close to the bottom. You got invited tonight when that snowball is about to be launched off the top. And you can take advantage of this and say thank you to the person who invited you, because I believe that this is what I like to call a Microsoft moment. Where we're in the garage with Bill Gates. He's about to open up the garage door and unveil Microsoft to everybody. Because you know what? Not a lot of people know about this. Less than 10,000. But each and every day, okay, there's hundreds to almost 1,000 more coming on board each and every day with this opportunity. And so right now is the best time to get started. Right now is the best time if you already started to get rocking and rolling. Turn your rocket red and help your team turn their rockets red. Because it is in the moments of decision that your destiny is shaped. I truly believe in the next 6 months, there's two things that are going to cross your mind when you think of RCC. One is, man, I am so glad I did. Or two is, man, I wish I would have. Man, I wish I could have. Man, I should have. Don't shoulda, woulda, or coulda. Don't look in the past, because you never truly see your future. And so I hope in 6 months that you won't be that latter, that you'll be the former, and you'll be like me and have the ability to say, I am so glad I did. Because I am. And Wendy's got a question, how do we get paid? By check, direct deposit. We get paid by STP or Payza, and you can actually link your bank account directly up to STP or Payza. You can request a check from either one of those merchant processors. You can request a debit card if you want it as well. And so you can handle all of that as well. I'm going to go ahead and actually get the recording over with. I just want to, and then we can answer some questions. But one last thing I want to, truly give to you guys is, this one is it. This one is something I'm standing in front of. I'm very picky and choosy with an opportunity that I put myself in front of, that I put my face on, that I put my name behind. And I got to tell you, this was once a secondary to me, a tool that I thought I could just develop some leads and maybe a little bit of cash flow, but it has quickly become my primary. Rocket Cash Cycler is Billy Funk's primary, not my secondary, not my third. It's not just a tool to me anymore. It is my platform for generating income for not only myself and my family, but for as many people as possible. And like Zig Ziglar said, if you help enough people get what they want, you will have everything you want. I don't believe it's if, Zig. I believe it's when. When you've helped enough people get what they want, you will have everything you want. And so my goal today, my goal in 2013, is to help as many people as possible in Rocket Cash Cycler. And I love it. Cindy Shuey, glad you're plugging in. Ron, man, teamwork, baby. It does. It takes teamwork to make the dream work. And with that, this is Billy Funk, the Extreme Networker, asking you, what are your passions? Go out and find them.